At 6, first the highlights. Lagos State government calls for professionalism in healthcare franchise operations. Local government authorities move to open accounts with Central Bank of Nigeria ahead direct allocations. On the foreign scene, Israel received 3 hostages from Hamas amid Gaza ceasefire. And in sport, Nigerian national women's volleyball team gets new coach. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Health, Akemi Oguyemi, has called on stakeholders in the health sector to uphold the highest standards of professionalism to enhance service delivery, emphasizing the crucial role of public health and well-being in the state. Oguyemi made a call during a capacity building and training session for staff of Health Facilities Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, a FAMA, monitoring and franchise with a theme strengthening monitoring capacities for quality and safe health in Lagos State. The special advisor highlighted the importance of equipping participants with the necessary tools and knowledge to effectively audit healthcare services through their franchise operations. Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture has reiterated its commitment to strengthen the state's reputation as Africa's entertainment capital by building on the remarkable success of Dirty December, which drew over 1.2 million fun seekers from Nigeria and the diaspora in 2024. Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Toke Benson Awoyinka, made this known during a courtesy visit by the founder of Empire Distribution, Records and Publishing Company in the United States, Gazi Shami, to her office. Highlighting the critical role that the entertainment industry played in the success of Dirty December, Benson Awoyinka lauded the contributions of music icons such as Wizkid, Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, Olamide, Adekule Gold, Sheyi Vibes, and others. She revealed plans to make the 2025 edition even more impactful, acknowledging the strides Lagos State has made in the film and creative sectors, but emphasized the need for similar structured support in the music industry. The commissioner also announced plans to bridge existing gaps through initiatives such as the establishment of a music academy, talent hunts, and specialized training programs. On his part, founder of Empire, Gazi Shami, identified a critical need to develop the legal framework supporting the Nigerian music industry. Shami emphasized the importance of trained professionals with a solid understanding of record deals, royalty agreements, and intellectual property rights, calling for collaborative efforts to address the issues. He stressed his willingness to work with the Lagos State government to close these gaps and empower Nigerian artists to secure better deals and protect their interests. Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, WAPA, Bolaji Dada, has congratulated Mojisola Miranda on her historic emergence as the first female speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Speaking during a courtesy visit to the speaker in her office, Dada described her achievement as a monumental milestone and a testament to Miranda's exceptional leadership qualities and dedication to public service. She emphasized that the feast signifies a major advancement for women in leadership roles. Oil marketers have declared that filling stations should not be blamed for the hike in the pump prices of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, as queues for the commodities are faced in various locations across the country. Reports says many filling stations in Lagos, Ogun, Abuja, and Port Harcourt, among others, were closed on Saturday, as dealers explained that they are monitoring developments to make adequate price adjustments. Commenting on the issue, the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, Petron, attributed the increase in petrol prices to the rise in the cost of crude oil in the international market. It said The benchmark for oil prices, Brent crude, stood at $80.85 per barrel, while WTI oil and the OPEC basket were priced at $78.82 and $81.72 per barrel. National President of Petron, Billy Gillis Harry, quoting Section 205 of the Petroleum Industry Act, stated that petrol prices are determined by market forces, indicating the government and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, no longer set petrol prices. As a result, Gillis Harry noted that refinery operators in Nigeria will respond accordingly to changes in crude oil prices. And now to the rest of the stories. Local government authorities across Nigeria have commenced the process of opening accounts with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, in preparation for receiving direct federal allocations starting this January. This development follows the Supreme Court's July 11, 2024 landmark judgment affirming the financial autonomy of the country's 774 local government areas. The National Publicity Secretary of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, ALGON, Amisu Anani, confirmed that local governments would open accounts with the CBN as part of the preparatory process. Anani noted that while progress was being made, certain challenges remain, particularly for states where the CBN does not have a fiscal presence. He added that ALGON had been actively engaging key stakeholders, including state governors, finance commissioners, and the Attorney General of the Federation to address these concerns. Egypt has waived a visa for Nigerian diplomats in a new partnership agreement as relationship between both countries becomes elevated to a comprehensive partnership. Both countries are to consider the other areas of collaboration and partnership during the meeting in Cairo, Egypt. The issue of security or cooperation is also expected to be on the table. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuga-led team, is already in Cairo, Egypt, to participate in the third round of political consultations with Egyptian Foreign Minister Badril Abdelati, Minister of Water Resources Joseph Utseb, and the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Abubakar Yari are part of Nigeria's delegation. And now to foreign news. The Israel military has received 3 hostages who have been released in the Gaza ceasefire, which began earlier today. The hostages were released by Hamas to the Red Cross in Gaza City before being handed to the IDF, which will take them to Israel. Hamas says for every hostage released, 30 Palestinian prisoners will be released from Israeli jails. The long-awaited ceasefire in Gaza came into force after a last-minute delay, with displaced Palestinians beginning to return to the cities they fled. In the hours the ceasefire was delayed, Israel continued hitting Gaza, killing 19 more people. Hamas attacked Israel on 7th of October 2023, killing about 1,200 people and taking 251 back to Gaza as hostages. The attack triggered a massive Israeli offensive on Gaza, during which more than 46,000 Palestinians have been killed. Now sports. The Nigeria Volleyball Federation, NVBF, has announced the appointment of Elishama Elam as a new head coach of the senior women's national team. Elam, who was a former under-19 women's national team coach, will be assisted by Shegun Abide and Chineye Onuoha. Commenting on the appointment, President of NVBF, Musa Nirobd, said the women's team did not meet expectations despite the support they got from the federation and other stakeholders. He also said this led to reforms and technical crew that will oversee a new national team for future engagement. Earlier, Elam said he is honored to take on this responsibility, adding that his goal is to take Nigerian women's volleyball to the next level by bringing in fresh ideas and strategies that will help elevate the team. And that's our news at 6. But just before we go, remember to always wear your seatbelt when driving. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Solu administration, 100 doubled Dido bins were locally assembled for the use of Lagos Waste Management Agency, LOMA? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Health, Kemi Ogunyemi, has called on stakeholders in the health sector to uphold the highest standards of professionalism to enhance service delivery, emphasizing the crucial role of public health and well-being in the state. Local government authorities across Nigeria have commenced the process of opening accounts with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, in preparation for receiving direct federal allocations starting this January. We also told you that the Israeli military has received 3 hostages who have been released in the Gaza ceasefire, which began earlier today. And in sports, the Nigeria Volleyball Federation, NVBF, has announced the appointment of Elishama Elam as the new head coach of the senior women's national team. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olowokworoku. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.